Okay, so today is going to be a bit of a different form of video because it's been recently made its way into my kind of social circle that Kieran has made an apology video stating that he is sorry and he wants to come back to Delta and all that, and I just kind of want to give my personal response, and this will be the only response that I will do because a lot of things have happened behind the scenes, and I don't think I want to keep on going with this saga of back and forth between me and Kieran. And before I continue, please do not harass, please do not, threaten Kieran. I'm sure that a lot of you are aware that he was a member of Delta, and despite the fact that he is no longer a member of Delta, well, that shouldn't really impact how you respond to him. I have full confidence that his channel will be a success one day, and I fully support it. But anyway, so first a bit of background, because in order to understand the apology, we are going to touch on kind of sensitive topics. So if you do have any kind of worries, or you find some of these topics a bit too sensitive, then I do suggest that you do not continue this video, because it does have kind of connections to self-harm in some way. So first of all, Kieran starts his apology video by saying, oh, this goes out to my dear friend puffinfat. Friend is a very strong word that I would use. I know it sounds a bit childish, and some people say forgive and forget, but kind of what you did, Kieran, is you attacked members of Delta, and you kind of you were just a bit childish over something that happened outside of Delta. So from what I understand, you and Scrubs got into some kind of argument on Roblox or whatever. This was 2 months, maybe 2.5 months back. I don't really recall. But yeah, you two got into an argument, and I can see that. You ended up kind of messaging back and forth pretty much the whole day. Literally the whole day. It was just you and Scrubs back and forth, back and forth. Scrubs backed off. You continued to kind of go out of your way to keep on kind of trash talking and stuff, even though Scrubs was kind of, over the whole thing. But yeah, I think that's just, a little bit of thing, a little thing you should probably think about before you end up saying that. And the problem is, Kieran, what you essentially did as well was you tried to gain sympathy by saying that you were essentially going to end your life. I'm not sure what would make you want to say that if you have a group of friends that would clearly help you and, help you with your channel. I don't care about, I literally don't know why you would end up saying that about yourself. So, it's just a bit silly, really. And that topic is very sensitive to some people. I know that some people really suffer from depression and stuff, and it does happen. So, it's not okay. And I'm gonna be real. I've also heard what you have been saying to Scrubs. I've taken into account, and it's honestly really childish. You've been begging him to join Delta again, and you've basically just turned all of Delta against you by doing it yourself. And I mean, the last thing I want to do is make a video like this. I don't like being negative on the channel, and I don't like, punishing people for certain things, but you do need to understand, mate, that this is not okay. And in Delta, we don't keep people that are just going to kind of bully people or threaten themselves with like potential self-harm, it's not justified. And I'm sick and tired of hearing that you are trying to get through people in order to make your way back into Delta. I don't appreciate it, especially as a person that owns Delta. I am the leader. So I don't understand what your obsession is with Delta. And even then, you're only a member for like a few months. I've seen some of the comments on the video as well, and they seem to be positive, which is good. You know, positive comments. Shout out to the guy that also ended up saying that we're both going to be popular one day. Yeah. Which also kind of brings me on to the next thing. You said that you were going to send me a friend request and hopefully we'd be making content one day. But like, I don't know why you want to make content with me. Surely if you're a smaller YouTuber, you'd be doing it by yourself. Because that allows you to think more. You shouldn't have to rely too much on other people to create content. And while I do have Delta that helps me make content, that was only because I grew in popularity, so I need more people. But so far, you're only just beginning, mate. And it sounds quite childish, but no, we're not going to make content together. That's the unfortunate truth. I know that you're subscribed to me, but literally, the day that I removed you from the group chat to stop the arguing, which by the way, I removed Scrubs as well, right, you ended up saying to me that I should end my own life, and, not to mention the fact, you said you'd unsubscribe. So, I can't really trust you on the bounds that you said that I still subscribed and all that, because you literally said that you were going to unsubscribe. You may still be subscribed, I don't know, because what you did, mate, was just lie. You lied your way through Delta, you ended up bullying every single member of Delta, and you just wanted it all for your own personal gain. At the end of the day, that's not what Delta's about. I was happy to welcome you in with open arms, and you just decided to reject it. And you're still on this mission to try and get back into Delta with this apology video. It seems to be this consistent back and forth, and I don't want to be involved, because when somebody threatens me, I don't like them. That's like getting punched in the face and forgiving them within 2 minutes. You know, it's not justified. I don't understand why I need to be making this video for someone who should know their limits, who should know that they're not going to be welcome back. I hate saying that. I really do. I hate being negative, because it is just so frustrating when I have to make a video like this, where you seem to make a good apology video, but you also leave out quite a lot of context, because you said you didn't like specify what you said to the group, and that's left everyone confused. What did you say? This video is basically explaining that. You have said what you said. I'm not willing to bring you back into Delta, as much as I hate to say that, because Delta just doesn't enjoy what you've done as a person. What you need to apologise for is, you know, just being who you were. I know being yourself is not really a good thing, but like doing what you did, you know, the threats, the bullying, it's just it's not okay. And this is why it's going to be my only response. You can spam the messages all you want afterwards, but this will be my only response video.
That's it. Fire up your guns.
I don't like saying that people aren't welcome back to Delta, because it's a community thing. And if anyone's watched my YouTube story video, you'll probably know that I've worked long and hard building this building this community together, encouraging, um, like, you know, collaboration, stuff like that. But I just don't want this to continue, mate. I'm sorry, but I don't think that's what we're destined to have, really. I, once again, do support your channel, okay? I reckon it's going to be a great channel one day, and no doubt about it, it's going to take off if you continue what you're doing. You shouldn't give up doing YouTube because, like I've ended up in a situation with, you will be popular. But you can't do that by threatening people. Because that's not what we strive to do. So yeah, that's my response. Sorry it had to be a bit more of a negative video, but it's just been popping up everywhere recently, and I guess another thing I should mention while I am here is that you did record me without asking me, So I just, when I'm recording, I ask people if they want to be in the video, and if not, they can back out. What you essentially did is you recorded me, without, me knowing, and it's kind of, one, it's kind of disturbing, and two, I mean, it's just a bit weird. I don't mind being in videos. I mean, if you asked me, I would have been like, oh yeah, sure, but you didn't. So yeah. Anyway, please do not harass Kieran. Okay, I'm not responsible for anything that ends up happening afterwards. Because at the end of the day, Kieran is still a small content creator. While he's not a member of Delta, I still respect the fact that he is doing YouTube. Okay? Okay. That's all from me. Sorry it had to be a bit more of a negative video, but I just thought I'd respond to this. And yeah, goodbye.